What a wild week. I posted a few videos and 30 million people on Instagram and TikTok saw it. Crazy. I do want to distill some learnings from these videos as opposed to just making fun content, which is great, and I'm going to keep doing that as well. But there was some cool stuff I learned when making these videos, specifically around 2D animation, and that's the topic I want to focus on today. So let's get into it. So the Lion King video that I made, I redid Mufasa's death scene to save him. You should check it out. I'll link it in the bottom in the description. But I did this as the first thing I ever did with 2D animation, and so it was an interesting challenge because I've been dabbling in 3D animation or realistic looking stuff or more stylized things. But this one, I wanted to do a traditional 90s style Disney quality animation. So I did the Lion King one, and that one did very well on social, but I got this comment, and let me share you this comment so you can see. I'd say it failed at the traditional 2D drawn animation. It looks like it tried 3D animation disguised as 2D in this output. I thought kind of the same. There is, like, when you see some of the motion in like in Scar's face, for example, you can see that it's got some really nice three-dimensional parallax with like a toon shader on it. And so I was like, how do I fix that? And so for my next project, the Land Before Time one, I started doing some research on how do I get more of this hand-drawn 80s, 90s cartoon aesthetic. And I've got a couple tricks that might be able to help you if this is something you're trying to do. So right here, this is the one of the shots that I think looks really good from a traditional 2D drawing animation style. It's still not perfect. There are still things about it. And this is Seance 1.5 Pro. This is the model I used. I'm sure when Seance 2 comes out, it'll be much improved. And the models are only going to get better at these things. But for Seance 1.5 Pro, this is how I was able to get this style of animation. So if you look in my prompt here, let me zoom into my prompt so you can see it. So there's a speech prompt, an environmental prompt. The visual prompt here, there's one key term that really changed everything. Static shot, 2D hand-drawn animation, right? That's a basic. But this one right here, cell-shaded style, flat 2D motion. So these two bits of prompt actually changed a lot of the three-dimensional shapes of the characters in these videos. It really flattened it out. And so I think there's probably more prompts you could put to it, but this is the one that, after lots and lots of testing and experiments, this is the one that really got 2D traditional hand-drawn animation style. So take it, use it, explore what you can do with it. I'm sure you could even add other types of animation styles like anime or something much more stylized. But for this is what ended up working for me. One other thing I want to call out is in these, I did prompt, give it 24 frames, cinematic, whatever, right? So 24 frames per second, that's film, but it's very smooth. But I wanted that smoothness in the output so that I could control it later in Adobe Premiere. Okay, so in Adobe Premiere, I added some plugins that I think will help you sell some of the hand-drawn animation style. One of them is Posterize Time. So this plugin right here, what it basically does is it allows you to change the frame rate of a given clip. When I put this on, it really slows things down. So do it at the very end. You can test it, make sure it works, but then at the very end of your edit, when you're solid on the story, then I would drop it in to render it out, because it definitely eats up your processing and slows your whole project down. But what this does is it allows you to change the frame rate. And so for a more traditional style, I put it from 24 frames a second down to, actually 30 frames a second was the output. I brought it down to 17 frames per second. And so it still plays within the same amount of time, but it's only showing you 17 images, and that really helps sell 2D animation style. So go explore with that and see what you come up with it. Another thing, again, I've been doing this for everything, is putting noise on this, changing the quality and the grain of the footage as if it were taken by a camera, right? These are photographed on a camera when you think back to the 90s, right? So I did that, and then I also put definitely a layer of color correction. So if you want to remove all of those, let's take a look here. So that's without color correction, that's without noise, all right? I'm gonna zoom in so you can really take a look here. See how flat and smooth that skin texture is? That's also an aesthetic if you want that, but I wanted to match The Land Before Time a little bit, so I color graded it to be the same from the movie, this really blue hue across the whole image, and then I gave it this noise, which you don't really, I mean, you can see it, but you don't really realize how much that adds in terms of cinematic appeal. So those are the plugins. Again, go test these things. And this is a short one. I have more videos coming. Stick around, subscribe, leave me your thoughts. Thank you for watching.